Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. He tests the middle but gets stopped. That run goes nowhere.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Harvey. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirectional counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
And the Tar Heels have 1st and 10 here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but we stopped short of the first down.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short in the +27. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the ball is hauled in. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Game moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Second and goal for the offense. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught near the goal line. The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. They'll set up on the left hash mark, so something of a tricky angle. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. The DB is backing off from the line now. The back's got it again. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. The defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Breaks loose at the 40. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
2nd down after that previous play. Direct snap to the back. As the first down is still going. It's a fumble. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. They'll try the right here. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Misses the receiver, incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Or it's snapped to the back. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? The quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pump over the middle. It's Harvey. He's swarmed by the defense.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Can he get there on the ground? And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
Looking to throw it on first down. Running back has it on a screen now. Gets into space at the 50. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
And the Tar Heels offense is on the move now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Harvey. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. They'll have to hurry now, second down with the clock ticking. The quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He makes the grab. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So, with only a few seconds left on the half, out comes the field goal unit. He was perfect on his first attempt, but this is tougher from 49 yards away. No problem, knocks it right through. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Powders now has our halftime update. Will kick this away to get the second half going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Runs through the defender. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they can run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the Tar Heels keep the football on the move.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
They're going to run it here. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
The defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Now Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Tight end goes in motion. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe hold them to 3 points.
After a long drive, it's a third down. Is it a touchdown or a field goal? This is a 4-point play. Looking right, this one caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. The secondary backed up off the ball now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday, what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Second down play coming up. Back to throw again. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. The Ducks come to the line in a hurry up. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. first down here for this offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. He needed a tight end for a completion. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. That run sets up a critical third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. And the Tar Heels will bring their punt team onto the field. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's the return. And the returner is brought down, and that will do it now for the third period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They go with a direct snap. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Out of the gun now on third down. And they heave it deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big fourth down stop.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging.
He's got some room. Can he get there? They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Offense facing second and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, North Carolina. This offense cannot be stopped. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Looking to make a big play downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move his sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a 1-possession game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. That sack sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll wisely throw that one away.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And the freshman making an impact play there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
1st down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab made by the tight end. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you can really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
This will be fair caught back at the 10-yard line. The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So 2nd down after the incompletion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's running out of time here. Finding some room at the 25. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. The Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to launch it deep again. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Birch. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe no momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
The Ducks pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Oregon. This offense really clicking. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Lined up in regular kickoff formation here. 2 timeouts, final minute. I'm not sure they've done the math here. Surprised they're not going for the onside kick. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Crucial possession here. This game just got tighter. 3-point game, final quarter. What will the play calling philosophy be here? The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Enough for a 1st down at the 37.
Does a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the offense just takes a knee here. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.